G'day, thanks for joining us for the qualifying final. Dennis Cometti here. A player who always knew how to find the goals and did so 800 times in his illustrious career. From my point of view, it's a delight to have him as part of the commentary team. Welcome, Richo.
Hi, Den. As always, it's a pleasure to call the match with you.
The Lions are coming down the race. The look, ready and raring, and the crowd are right behind them. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelt correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to rise. The home team run on to the cheers of their fans. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelled correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to rise. We have the toss of the coin. The home team win the toss. I can't wait for this match to get underway. I've had sleepless nights dreaming about this clash. Nothing like an opening bounce, right, Richard?
If you fail to prepare, you're prepared to fail.
Big thump from Pierce. Zorko goes back to collect the ball. A free kick and several tick. Wins the hard ball. Launched long by Joker. A solid mark from Buick. Goes up the line. Wins the hard ball. Martin launches it. Nelson wins the marking contest. Jams it on the boot. Zorko looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Sends the Sharon on its way. Witherden has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. 50 metres out. Thumps the pigskin. Great mark. Paparoni lining up. 40 metres out. The kick from almost straight in front of the goals. Couldn't seal the deal. Point the difference. I would have expected him to nail that. Takes that one strongly. Zorko will have to put everything into this one. Zorko shoots it. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. He picks it up, going for goal number 1. Witherden just kicked it where he was aiming. And he was aiming through the behinds, I think. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Paparoni misses very wide. Brisbane by 3 points. I would have expected him to nail that. Ryan swords over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses.
Ryan must have amazing intuition because he can react so fast to situations, it's as though he's had premonitions. Good mark.
A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Mills aiming for the goals. Mills slots the goal. That's his first. The home team take the first goal. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. And look at that bounce. Martin with the tap. The ball in the hands of Cameron. Jams it on the boot. Nelson grabs that one. Boots it. He was never going to get that. Martin with the tap. Wow, what a hit. Reminiscent of young, lethal Lee Matthews. Behind posts should be cowering in fear. Bumps the big skin. And the mark will be paid. Slams it on the boot. Simply outplayed the opposition there. 45 metres out. Shanks that one. It's in the air. And she's missed. Just a few points the difference. Disappointing kick there. A mark by Andrews. Spears a low ball. McStay with the mark.
McStay's got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could become a 200-game player. He boots it. Zorko marks the ball. He's got a hold of that one. Witherden with a strong mark.
50 metres out. A goal now will tip the scales in favour of the Lions. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. Less than one goal in this match. The Lions still very much in it. It's not the score he was looking for. Strong mark by Henderson. He put some power into that kick. A mark by Martin. Kicks hurriedly. Marked by Joker. He gives the ball a mighty roost. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Martin can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. He grabs it, he lines it up with the goal. Zorko kicks the ball. That's a mark.
Puts boot to ball. Takes that one strongly. And he gives it a punishing kick. Buick, the better man there. There's the siren for the end of the quarter. The scores at the home team 7 to Brisbane 4.
Have definitely come to play. They are looking very confident leading into the first break.
The siren sounds for the second quarter.
If you aren't going all the way, why go at all?
Pierce punches it. Beams goes back to collect the ball. A free kick and several tick. Marked by Cameron. Puts boot to ball. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Witherden kicks. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Henderson just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. Strong mark there. Beams kicks the ball. He claims the ball. He slams that on the boot. Hodge marks the ball.
Kicks it. Zorko claims the ball. Kicks it. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Slams it on the boot. Ryan has it. That came off the boot with huge power. Buick marks it.
Buick can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Cameron nails him. That's holding the ball. Sending it on its way. He takes the contested mark. He gets boot to the ball. Cutler with the mark.
Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body.
Malikan just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. He gets the upper hand. Henderson boots it. Martin takes the mark. He slams that on the boot. Zorko takes the mark.
This will have to be his very best kick to score from this range. Goes up the line. Wins the hard ball. He steadies now in front of goal. 50 metres out. This could turn things around. It's in the air. That was a huge kick. Malcolm Blight would be happy with that one. Back in front goes Brisbane.
Paparone got a really good footballing brain.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game.
Pierce has so much potential. He could just be anything. He kicks the ball. Passes by hand. She goes for home, hoping to change the lead with this kick, only at the home. the trailing.
That's one area to a game that needs improvement. Here's a chance for Mills. 35 metres out. Going for goal number 2. Simply outplayed the opposition there. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. 15 metres out. Smith going for number 1. Nice goal from Smith. The home team get back on top again. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. A dead straight bounce.
Martin can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. You can't bring that mark down. The ball is mopped up. Martin slams the ball to his boot. He boots it. Slips through his fingers. Buick intercepts the bouncing ball. The mark will be paid.
Shoots off the handball. Beams throws it clear as day. Gets boot to leather. Able to grab it on the half volley. Clean pickup by Mills. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Jams it on the boot now. Great mark under pressure. Choose to kick it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. He kicks it. A miss from Mills. The home team by 5 points. Disappointing kick there. Taylor decides to play on. Going for goal number 2. Only a behind. Only 1 goal the difference. The home team can't afford to get too comfortable here. It's not the score he was looking for. Great mark. He kicks it. No, we've got nothing but sympathy for a man who doesn't score. The home team by 7 points. It's not the score he was looking for. Mills takes it well. Solid goal. We'll be happy with goal number 2. The home team have scored the last 2 goals. The home team in front. You've seen a half now, Richo. Your thoughts?
My motto was to always get to the next contest. One more contest. Whether I was in a slump or feeling badly or having trouble off the field, the only thing to do was to get to one more contest.
The third term is underway.
The best athletes in the world are those willing to push harder than anyone else and go through more pain than anyone else too.
He's got the footy in his hands. Collected by commotion. Henderson again, Richard.
Yes, he's giving 100% right now.
He's a ball magnet. Mills in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. 40 metres out. You'd back him from this position. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Nice goal from Mills. The home team in front. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. There's the bounce. Palms it down nicely. He's got the football now. Thornton with the interception. Buick intercepts it. The loose ball picked up. Hodge aims for his man on the ground. Gets the ball free. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Smith with the mark. 35 metres out. Smith takes a shot. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? The home team lead Brisbane. The Ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Martin with first hands to the ball. Down goes Beams. A spearing kick from Beams. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Paparoni grabs that one.
Paparoni told me recently that he really loves playing for this club, and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time. Frost has a kick. Frost, you beauty.
The Lions need a score here. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Bounce straight down. Pearce punches, takes possession. Thornton passes. Nice interception. He handballs it, and he's heading for home. Sends the Sharon on its way. Great grab. Andrews kicking the skin off that one. Pasternak wins the marking contest. Kicks. He couldn't hang on. Casanova would have been jealous at that pickup. Henderson puts it on the boot. Taylor presents and takes the mark.
Taylor may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. It's intercepted, passes by hand. He runs into the goal. Oh, and he's missed. Lead.
Disappointing kick there. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 35 metres out. She's on a 30-degree angle. The home team leads by 26. All is in readiness. And look at that bounce. Pearce with the first touch. There's players everywhere, but somehow he manages to send out the handball. Guided by Taylor, tapped by Buick. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Scoops up the bouncing ball. You've got to move faster than that. Holding the ball. Goes up the line. And the mark will be paid.
Gardner's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. Beams with the kick. Strong mark there. Puts boot to ball. A great mark under pressure. He gets boot to the ball.
Andrews with the tap. He controls the bouncing ball. Nelson collects. He grabs it on the run. Snicks the ball away in time. Does well to keep it in play. Slips the handball to Cutler. Straight down the field. A great effort. Gardner boots it. Marked by Cameron. Kicks hurriedly. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
The Lions have taken plenty of marks, but they haven't converted enough into goals. That's why they find themselves trailing. Rich lines up, puts boot to ball. Paparone marks the ball.
40 metres from home. The kick from almost straight in front of the goals. Score for Brisbane. This game almost out of reach for Brisbane. All is in readiness. The bounce is dead straight. Andrews with the tap. Hodge kicking the ball free of the pack. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. The home team lead at the end of the third term by 20.
They have been pretty wasteful in this match, and if they lose, they will look back and rue the missed opportunities.
One quarter to play.
It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up.
Clean tap by Pearce. Buick just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. Chips it down towards half forward. Smith with the mark. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. Smith takes a shot at goal. Mills with the mark. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 20 metres from home. Mills aiming for the goals. The home team leads by 26. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Umpire bounces the ball. Pearce gets onto the ball. Buick controls. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. Chips it down towards half forward. Papaloni had no chance, but at least he made an attempt. Very quiet by his standards. Pearce nicely outclassing Martin. Beams onto the ball. Only a behind. Well, they've got a point, but it won't be enough to get them back into this. Well, the margin's big, but there's lots of time left on the clock. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Heads up the corridor. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. A lot of possessions for him. Hewitt bumped off the ball.
Henderson's really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Puts boot to ball. Pearce just wanted it more then. Gee, a long kick there. He gets it under pressure.
Choose to kick it. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Richo, what are her chances from here?
I would expect her to kick it, Dennis.
She kicks. It's gun barrel straight. That's two now. She's playing really well. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Martin looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. He's got the footy in his hands. Joker starts in, his shadow beside him. Where else would it be? Well, depends on the side. Squeezes out a handball. Intercept by Smith. His kick slurs off the side of his boot. The home team by 32. It's not the score he was looking for. He was never going to get that. Tapped by Taylor. The loose ball picked up by Mays. There'll be a ball up close to goal. Martin outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Gardner upended. Taylor gets the tap. Clean tap by Martin. Hastily kicked. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. Bumps the pigskin. A mark by Pepperoni. Gets boot to leather. Great grab. Witherden lining up. 40 metres out. And the fans are riding this one home. Witherden did well then. Boy, did they ever need that. It looks like they won't bridge the gap before this clock runs out.
Witherden's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game.
Martin, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from the guy wearing makeup. Boots it. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Cross urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. Dawson looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Dawson pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. The Lions is trailing the home team 25. It's not the score he was looking for. Nelson, the better man there. Kicks it. Beams with the mark. Kicks. And the mark will be paid.
Cutler has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. The ball finds its target. Zorko gets onto the ball. He handballs it. Puts the head down as he runs into goal.
Going for goal number one. He'll be happy with that. The margin is closing now. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The umpire has bounced the ball. Pearce really gets onto this one. Andrews comes away with the ball. Interception. Clean tap by Martin. Hodge aims for his man on the ground. Tap by McStay. Jams it on the boot now. A great effort. It's a loss for the Lions. Richo to wrap up the match.
Really brought home the bacon today.
Insightful, Richo.
The mighty Buy is our name. We're the greatest at this game. Yet, despite a lack of coaching staff, player list, facilities, buildings, or any kind of physical presence at all, we are still the greatest team. Now for no reason, here is a guitar solo.
Final scores are 55-36. That's it for us. I will see you again, but not yet. Not yet.